and it says to place a cube, but we don't have the cube or the counter, so we're going to draw them, okay? And if you do not have the worksheet, okay, then let me show you what you're going to do. You're going to get your writing journal. Okay, it's your 10 frame. Remember, like we would do it in the classroom. Okay, you make your rectangle. You cut it in half. And then you make your 4 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that would be your 10 frame on your journal. Okay. Now I'm going to place my 10 counters. Because I'm practicing counting by tens. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So how many counters do I have there? Very good. I have 10 counters. So then I have one group of 10. Okay, so if you do not have the paper, you're going to be doing your work on your journal. If you do not have it in the tablet, you're going to be doing your work on the journal. Raise your hand if you understand what we're going to be doing. Okay, or show me thumbs up. Very good. So if you don't have the paper, if you do not have it on your tablet right now, do it on your little journal. Okay, so we have 10 there. Now, let's move on to the next one. Right here, okay? It says, you can make, okay? You can group 10 ones to make a 10, okay? So this is how we used to do it with our calendar. Remember, we would count how many sticks, and we would, when we would get a group of 10, we would move it over to the tens place, okay? So right here, if we count, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10. So I could have them like that, separated, or I could put them together like right here, and this is then a group of 10. I have a 10 rod there, okay, because I have 10 in that group, okay. Now, let me count here how many then I have on each of these rods, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have 10 there. So if I have 10 in this group, how many do I have in my yellow? It would be another group of 10. And if I have 10 in this group, how many do I have in my red? Also 10, because they're the same height. They're the same. Okay, so how many groups of 10 do I have? 1, 2, 3. I have 3 groups of 10s. And now I count by 10. 10, 20, 30. So I have 30. Okay. Ready? Now we're going to number 1. And this is what we were practicing on the other worksheets before our new members joined us. Okay, so right here again, I want to check that each has 10. Okay, because I'm going to make groups of 10 and count by tens. Okay, so number 1 right there. Have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I write 10 on the top. Okay, now the next one. If it's the same height like this one, how many do I have on the next one? Also 10. And now the next one is the same, so I have another group of 10 there. The next one is the same, so I have another group of 10, okay? So how many groups of 10 do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 groups of 10s, and now if I count by tens, I have what? 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay. So I have 40. One, let me use a different color. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have 10. I need you to show me 10 on the top. Okay. I need to see the 10 on the top. So if this one is the same, like this one that I counted, that means right there, I have also 10. It's like in the classroom when we used to work with our Unifix cubes. Remember, we would put them together and see they were the same height as our partner to know that we had 10 there, that all of them were there before we put them away. Okay, so this one is the same like this one. That means I have 10 here. So all of them are the same height. That means each of them has 10. Okay, and now I count how many groups of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 7 tens, and 7 tens equals, now let me count by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So 7 tens equals 70. Okay, so all this work that I'm showing, you need to show it to me, either on your tablet, your paper, if you have the copy, or your writing journal. Okay, so let me go to the one on the bottom, and let's read what it says there. Okay, how would you use cubes to model the number 100. Okay? So what would be a way to show 100 with the cubes? Look at number 1 and number 2 on the top. Which would be a way to model number 100? Represent 10. Okay? So we would be one group of 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I still need 5 more because right now I only have 50. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so if I count by tens, I would have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Okay, so using the cubes, you could show me 10 groups of 10 make 100. Okay, so that would be a way of showing it. Okay, so we're going to go and work on one of the word problems. So we're not working on that page, we're going on to the last page. Right here, okay? And let's read together. Let me read it first, and then the second read, we read it together, okay? So Calvin has 7 groups of cars. There are 10 cars in each group. How many cars does he have in all? Okay. So now let's read it together. Calvin has 7 groups of cars, and we circle the important information. 7 groups, okay? There are 10 cars in each group. So there are 10 cars in each group. Okay. How many cars does he have in all? So those are my keywords. How many, and then have in all. Okay, so if you don't have your paper, go ahead and do it on your journal. Okay, so let's think. Okay, how many groups does he have? Shanti, unmute yourself. How many groups? 6, 7. That's my 7 groups, yes or no? That's my 7 groups because Calvin has 7 groups. Okay, so draw your 7 groups. Now, inside each group, how many cars does he have? Justin, unmute yourself. Inside each group, unmute the red mic group. I'm going to write 10 because he has 10 in this group. He has 10 in this group, 10. In each group, he has 10. Okay, so he has 10 in each group. Now, how many does he have in all? That means all together, okay? How many does he have in all? Okay, so that would be, let's count them together, counting by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So all together, he has 70 cars. Okay, so now let's go ahead and read number 10. Let me read it and then we will read it together. Okay, remember, today we are practicing making groups of 10. Okay, so it says, Mrs. Brown is making cookies for the soccer players. There are 4 teams of 10. How many cookies does she need? Okay, so now let's read it together. Okay, Mrs. Brown is making cookies for the soccer players. Okay. There are 4 teams of 10. So let's circle the important information. 4 teams of 10. Now, how many cookies does she need? So how many and she need? Okay, so go ahead. You go ahead and try it, and right now we will check it. Okay, do your drawing. Okay, what do you think? So how many groups, how many teams are there? Okay, how many teams? Right here, 4 teams. So I'm going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and how many players, how many soccer players are in each team, Federico? Unmute yourself, Federico. 10 in this team here. So each team has 10 soccer players. Okay, so now we count by tens to know how many cookies Mrs. Brown's needs. Okay, so it's 10, 20, 30, 40. So how many cookies does she need to bake? 40 cookies. Okay, so let's read it together. Okay, Jaden says the pennies show 2 tens. That means 2 groups of 10. Okay, tell why Jaden is wrong. So we already know that it's wrong. Okay, and then it says make it right. Okay, so Jaden says the pennies show 2 tens. So let's count and make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do I have a group of 10 there? No. So what do I need to make it right? Okay, Milan, what do I need to make it right? Unmute yourself, Milan. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, do I have a group of 10 here? Yes, so he was missing 3 pennies to have a group of 10. Now let's count the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do I have a group of 10 there? Yes. So let me go ahead and circle it. Now, do I have 2 groups of 10? Show me thumbs up or thumbs down. Yes, thumbs up. So what was wrong? That the first group was missing 3 pennies. Okay, that's what was wrong. The first group was missing 3 pennies. Okay, so today, boys and girls, for your homework, okay, you will be working on this one, okay, that says on my own. Okay, this is your homework page, the one that says on my own. Okay, that will be your homework page. If you do not have the tablet, if you are not going into My Math, then remember you're going to do it on your little writing journal. I'm gonna put this picture of this page in Class Dojo so your mom can see it and show it to you. Okay, so you will be doing this page, okay, on my own, like Ms. Morales showed you right here. Okay, you will be doing it like this page, like how I showed you here. Okay, so if you don't have the page on my own, okay, if you don't have the page on my own, then you will be doing it like this, what I circled right here with the black. Okay, what I'm circling, that's how you will be showing me your work on your writing journal. So I will put the picture of this page on Class Dojo, and you will show, if you don't have it, you will show me the work like in the writing journal. Raise your hand if you understand what you're going to do for math homework. Okay, so that will be your math homework. Then today it would be your writing prompt number 2. Okay, and your parents have that paper or the picture. Okay, and I will also put it in Class Dojo. And then the key details and the drawing of the wind and the sun. And I will also put it there. Okay, so now I will stop there.